Tuesday. It's May 19th, 2015. This is Wayne Goldsboro Television. I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best. Good morning. Glad to have you.
Woo, you're bright this morning.
I am bright.
Look at
like
this.
Big old sunshine.
I'm telling you, where are my shades?
I know. I knew I was going to be blinding you by the
Woo,
lights.
yeah, good gracious. Okay, how you doing?
I'm good.
Good.
I'm real good.
It's Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
That's
yes,
right.
indeed. Oh, boy.
I think of Happy Tuesday, and I think my kids love this thing called Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
Many of the Mexican restaurants here in town have a Taco Tuesday.
Oh, do they?
And they have special prices, as many of our restaurants do, for various nights of the week. So I never hear Tuesday now that I don't think of Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
Because they talk about it every week.
Okay.
I know. That was random.
Well, that was good. I was good. I appreciate that.
You like randomness.
I love randomness.
I know you do.
Yes. Yes, randomness and non-randomness. Both are very appealing.
So glad to hear that.
Right.
What you got going on this morning?
Well, let's see here. I've got from the...
Well, y'all have a commissioner meeting this morning.
Yes, we do. And if you're watching this program on the repeat at noon, you missed it. It's over.
However.
That's right. However, this morning it begins at 8 o'clock this morning, in just a little while, at 8 o'clock, and you're invited to attend. It's always open to the public on Tuesday morning when the commissioners begin their, first of all, they begin their briefing at 8.
That's right.
And then the regular meeting begins at 9 a.m., and you're always invited to attend.
That's right.
Yeah. How did the meeting go last night?
It went really well.
Good.
Really well.
Good.
And all that'll be on our channel coming soon.
There you go.
You know, I wanted to remind everyone to mark their calendars for next Thursday night. It's May 28th.
Okay.
That is Jim Quick and the Coastline Band will be
Oh.
at Center Street Jam.
Woo.
Yeah.
Woo.
So mark
All
your
right.
calendars. You know, because the Embers came back on the 14th.
I know they did.
Yeah,
Wow, what a show.
I know. And then May 28th, Jim Quick and the Coastline Band.
Yeah.
And that is actually a military recognition.
Oh.
Center Street Jam.
Oh.
So it'll be you'll see a lot of patriotic colors. You'll see
Outstanding.
lots of servicemen and women that will be attending. And oh yeah, it'll be a great, great night. So come on
That's
out
great.
and help us celebrate.
Yes, indeed. That'll be a good night.
Yes, it will.
Yeah, well, every other Thursday is a good night to go to Center Street Jam.
For sure.
All of them are. That's right. Coming up on today, rather, May 19th, at the Senior Center, the Peggy M. Seeger Senior Center on East Ash Street. This morning, billiards at 10, trivia at 10:15, crochet, and knitting at 1 o'clock this afternoon, along with recreational cards and pinochle at 1 o'clock as well.
Right.
Line dancing's been canceled or put on hold for a while, so is arthritis exercise, and more on that coming up later on. Okay, that's at the Senior Center on East Ash Street, and if you're 60 years and above, then you're certainly invited to attend and join the Senior Center here in Wayne County. We have one of the finest senior facilities in the state.
Yes, we do.
If not in the Southeast. One
Yes,
of
we
the
do.
finest, if not the finest. We're very proud of it, so I'd love for you to go if you're 60 and above. If you're not 60 yet, you're still a whippersnapper, so just... Can I say that on TV?
Yes, you can.
Okay, all right, you whippersnapper, you. Yeah, yeah, I feel like Gabby Hayes all of a sudden. But anyway, your day's coming, all right?
Guess what tomorrow is?
What? Wednesday.
Yes, so what happens on Wednesday? I say it, eat fresh, shop local. So
Oh,
what's on
yeah,
Wednesday?
okay. Eat fresh, shop local. That gave it away right there.
Yes, it
The
did.
farmers market
Yes.
at Herman Park is open for business.
Yes, every Wednesday throughout the summer months, we will have a farmer's market in the parking lot over at Parks and Recreation, Herman Park. You will see many different colored tents set up. Oh, you and I have gone for a couple years now and interviewed the various vendors that are there. I mean, not only do they have great local fresh produce, they have flowers, all kinds of plants. They have homemade soaps, there's homemade jewelry, handmade, all kinds of things that will be taking place.
That's
I was looking at one of the flyers that Goldsboro Parks and Recreation.
One of the flowers?
No, flyers.
Flyers.
Yes. Here's some of the fresh things. Eggs, vegetables, handmade soaps, pork skins,
Pork skins.
homemade pork
Yeah.
skins, fruit, plants, flowers, and much, much more.
Wow.
All taking place every Wednesday. Oh, and Friday. Another day
What?
Friday this year. Wow. Wednesdays and
Wow.
Fridays from 8 until 6 p.m. in the parking lot at Herman Park. You don't want to miss it.
8 in the morning till 6 p.m.
I'm going tomorrow.
Wednesday and Friday.
Wednesday and Friday now. Last year was just Wednesdays.
Yeah.
But they're doing great. They have so many vendors out there. And last year you and I saw lots of fresh peaches, plums. Oh my goodness. Great, great.
But we have to make sure they're fresh.
We test them out.
That's good. Yeah, we'll test them out.
We'll test them out. Yes.
I like that. I like that a lot.
That really is growing by leaps and bounds.
Yes, leaps and bounds. Okay.
I think it might be time to go to our interviews,
Oh, okay.
Mr. Alley.
We'll be back. Today we have Brian Volk in the studio with us, and Brian, it's always great to see you. Great to have you in here.
Yeah.
We want to thank you for everything. Thank you for your service to our nation. Thank you for being with us today. And today we want to talk about a special day. It rolls around every year at this time, and that's Memorial Day, coming up the end of May.
Yes, sir. Memorial Day.
All right. And of course, there's always a Memorial Day celebration across the nation, and no different here in Wayne County. And I want to go ahead on record and say right now that there are people who are a bit misguided about Memorial Day.
Yes.
It is, Memorial Day is observed for a very specific reason. It's not celebrated in order for people to take the day off and head to the beach. That's not why we have Memorial Day. We do not want to wish anyone necessarily a happy Memorial Day, because it's not a happy day at all. It's a day to remember. And Brian, tell us about Memorial Day.
Well, Memorial Day, as you said, there's a misconception. Sometimes people are confused between Memorial Day and Veterans Day.
Yes.
Veterans Day is a day to honor all veterans, their service to the nation, and in most cases, the fact that they survived. On the opposite side of that is Memorial Day, where we remember the service of nations, or the service of a patriot that has given his life, his or her life, in service to the nation. And if that makes any sense.
It does. It does.
Basically, they have passed, died, given their life, performing their duties to the service of this nation.
So on Memorial Day, we celebrate the passing. We remember those who gave or who made the ultimate sacrifice.
That's right.
And died in the
Defense of the nation.
defense of the nation.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
All right. So here in Wayne County, you are a member of the, and a very important part of the local Veterans and Patriots Coalition.
Yes, sir.
You're the Secretary-Treasurer, I believe. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Good memory.
Thank you. I try. In spite of my age, I still try. But Brian, tell us about the coalition, if you would. Give us a little background on the Veterans and Patriots Coalition.
The coalition was started many, many years ago. Of course, at that time under a little bit different name, but recently, up to 5 years ago, it kind of changed names. A gentleman by the name of Mike Burris, Bill Graham, who's still very active in it, decided that it would be better suited to be named Wayne County Veterans and Patriots Coalition. So that's what we operate under now. We are a nonprofit organization under the IRS. And our primary focus is to serve veterans, the veterans of Wayne County. I've been doing it for a lot of years, doing exactly this, educating the public on what the service of veterans consists of.
And that's interesting too, by the way. Let me interrupt here very quickly. Advising the public about what veterans did, what they're doing now, what they're going through now, problems they may be having. And there's a lot of problems out there that the veterans are having to deal with and face.
Just in Wayne County, we've got a homeless veteran problem. It's hard to put a number on it, but it's pretty astronomical.
Yeah.
Also dealing with, it could be somebody who just might not be homeless, but they might be looking for a meal.
Yeah.
Sometimes people fall on hard luck. They need help with a power bill. And those can be worked between the Veteran Service Office, some of the other service organizations in Wayne County, and the Veterans and Patriots Coalition.
And that's important too, because there are other organizations here, and you guys all work together to make sure that the veterans have what they need, and if they have a problem that you can help them with.
That's right.
And then you're there to help.
The biggest thing is getting the word out to these folks. A lot of times they don't know where to go. We work very closely. Matter of fact, every day at lunchtime, At least one member of the the Wayne County Veterans and Patriots Coalition is at the Veteran Service office while the ladies take lunch. We enjoy sitting in there, not only conversating with them, but with members, veterans that come and go for service work or just to stop and visit. It's starting to become the local focal point to go in and gather, and you can always hear a good story down
Well, that's
there.
good. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's good. So, in your opinion, what would be a common misconception by the public about veterans? And this is, I'm not picking on anybody here, but I'm just saying, you know, what's the public, what are we missing here? What do we not understand about veterans?
This is my personal opinion.
Yeah.
You know, the nation is going through a very trying time right now with first responders, whether it be a police officer, primarily a police officer, but firefighters, EMS personnel. It comes down to the willingness to serve, to put your life on the line so that others can have the freedoms that they want and that they deserve as an American. Some of these towns we come down very hard on police, you know, and we're seeing people get tried for various things, and there's some corruption out there, I think, that maybe needs to be looked into. But you know, take Wayne County and Goldsboro, we've got a great department of law enforcement here that protects us the best they can.
Yes.
And when you tie that to the military side of it, the people who join the military, some people join the military and after 4 years they decide it's not for them.
Mm-hmm.
But and they're still considered a veteran, but they may get out and go to college, they may get out and go on to do many other things.
Mm-hmm.
I had the pleasure of hearing Humpy Wheeler, who was a PJ,
Oh, yeah.
he was not a PJ, a paratrooper back in the day.
Right.
Didn't know he served, but I was at the State Purple Heart Convention, and he was a guest speaker. And man, can he tell a story. But
I'll bet.
he was talking about another veteran down there that he spent a great deal of time with, learned to love and care for, and talked about the passing of the gentleman. But, you know, it comes down to a person that, and we have these other people in the community as well that are not associated with the military,
Mm-hmm.
but it's just a willingness to give.
Yeah.
You see the same thing with a nurse or a doctor or a,
Yeah.
you know, or it could be someone as simple as a garbage man.
Yeah.
Let's face it, that's not the most glorious job in the book. But
it's an honorable job.
yeah, they go out there every day, they do their job, they're
Yeah.
a hard-working American, and people say, well, thanks for what you do. You know what? My job as a veteran, as a member of the military, it just took me a little further from home sometimes. You know, I never looked at my job in the military as anything other than it's just a profession. You know, and whether it's a doctor or a member of the military or whatever. But I will say, I think in the first responder and the military, you've got a very, very, at the core, you've got a willingness to serve and a willingness to sacrifice yourself in defense of the nation if the need comes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You're right. Yeah, and you know, and I'm glad you mentioned about law enforcement as well, because we're having a hard time right now in this country with some people not understanding what law enforcement is. You have to understand that law enforcement are your neighbors, your brothers and sisters. They are you people that live in your neighborhood, the people who go to your church and shop in your stores. They're people just like you and me. Now, that means that across America, that not everybody is exactly alike. And it means that there's going to be some who make mistakes. There's going to be some who, as you mentioned, are bad apples.
Yep.
But it's a cross-section of America. I mean, it's a group that's made up of people who are just like us.
Right.
And you've got to remember that they're out there with a tough job to do. And you've got to remember that 99.99999% of them are there to do a good job.
That's right.
Now, there may be one or two who get carried away,
Yep.
but you can't blame all law enforcement for the misdeeds of some.
And you see a lot of people that leave the military after as much as a career in the military and then move on to law enforcement.
That's exactly right. Many of them do.
And it's that willingness to serve, I think, that carries
That's
it forward.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
but
Well,
where does that tie into Memorial Day?
Well, you know, I was just going to bring us back to that. I
Yeah.
kind of got us off track there. I'm sorry, Brian. I'm bad
That's
about
all right.
that. But let's talk about Memorial Day now. We got a Memorial Day coming up the end of this month, and let's talk about that. What's going on?
Well, we've got several events planned this year, starting on Friday the 23rd.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Saturday the 23rd.
All right.
We have at 8 o'clock, we're going to meet down at the American Legion on 117 South, just past the fairgrounds on the left-hand side. At 8 o'clock, we're going to meet there. There'll be a few words spoken by Colonel Bernard, the vice commander on base.
Right. Oh, that's great.
Just a few words.
Yeah.
We'll have some camaraderie and fellowship there. And then about 9 o'clock, we'll leave and go to each of the veteran cemeteries in Wayne County.
Right.
And place, I think this year we're real close to 4,000 flags, if not more, on veteran graves.
Wonderful. Wonderful. I've got a calendar up, kind of a calendar up on the screen right now. The schedule showing Saturday, 8 a.m. Biscuits and donut breakfast at the American Legion on Wayne Post 11. That's on Highway 117 South near the fairgrounds. Now, is that open to the public?
It's open to the public.
Wow, okay.
We encourage, traditionally we have a lot of military. We've got our young Boy Scouts.
Yeah.
We've got veterans, but and we also have public that come down there.
Great. Oh, that's
some
great.
of the community has, the restaurants around here. We've worked with them, and they provide us sometimes with biscuits and coffee and things like that. And that's just the perks of coming down. You get a free breakfast, but
but you're showing support too.
Yeah, you're showing support, and you get to go out
important.
there. And I guarantee you, in some of these cemeteries, you're going to look at these gravestones and go, "Holy cow!"
Yeah.
So the cemetery that I go to, there's some graves in there that go back to the mid 1800s.
Yes.
And some of the schools in the area are doing some reconstruction projects on some of these cemeteries, which is a good thing.
That is a good thing. Yeah.
The ROTC programs are doing great things, but so that'll take care of Saturday. We put a lot of flags out, and then of course I think it's on the 10th of June. They'll be out for a couple of weeks. We gather all those flags back up. We clean them, we iron them, we roll them back up, and we put them away. And anything that needs to be retired on the 14th of June, Flag Day, we have a retirement ceremony for the flags at the Legion. But taking back to Memorial Day, Saturday goes by. Sunday, there's a Post Everlasting, which honors the members of the American Legion Post 11 that have passed over the last year. It's open to the public as well, but it's just a way for the Legion members to show support and remember those folks that have passed in the past year. And then we get to Monday. Busy day. We start out early in the morning getting ready for the 11 o'clock Memorial Day ceremony at Wayne Community College in the Moffett Auditorium. There's about 400 seats in there. A couple of years ago, we were able to fill all of them. Last year, we had it at the Paramount. This year, we're going back to Moffett Auditorium. There are 5 videos that show different things about Memorial Day that are usually good for a couple of tiers, that's for sure. Yeah. That will show. There's a keynote speaker. Colonel Bernard will be back to speak again at a little bit length. We have a lot of people don't know what the Gold Star Mother program is, and it ties very closely with Memorial Day. Gold Star Mother or a Gold Star family is someone or a group of people who have lost a significant other in the service of this nation. This year we have Melissa Watkins, who's also a member of the Veterans and Patriots Coalition, but she lost her husband in Iraq in an F-15E. They were shot down several years ago.
Yeah, I remember that.
Of course, the library is named after he and the other person that was with him. Yes. But she's going to be our Gold Star Mother this week. We'll honor her at the ceremony.
Wonderful.
It'll be the ceremony's going to be, there'll be times where it's somber, but it's also where we honor those veterans. And then at, gosh, I'm trying to remember what time I think it's 3 o'clock at the Veterans Memorial Park, right next door. We'll have a national moment of silence.
All right, is that on the schedule there?
2:45. yes.
2:45. Okay,
Yeah.
there we go.
And there'll be some brief remarks there. We'll sound taps. But that is nationally at 3 o'clock on Memorial Day of every year. We always take a moment to officially pay respect to those that have passed. So that's a brief ceremony leading up to that.
Okay.
And then that takes care of the Memorial Day weekend, and we move on to our next task as the veterans of Wayne County. So.
Right. All right. Let me put your email address. I'm sorry. I should be pointing over here.
Yeah.
On the screen here. Email phwpnzldr.
That's right.
All right. Help me out here. Purple Heart.
It's Purple Heart Weapons Loader. That's what I did in the Air Force.
Okay. All right. I got that now. I got it.
Yeah, once you get it, it's hard to forget.
Yeah.
But if people have questions, feel free to email me there.
Okay.
And or if you have other questions about stuff going on in Wayne County, veterans related, I can point you in the right direction. I may not know the answer, but I'll point you in the right direction. So.
All right. Brian, you don't know how much I appreciate you coming in and talking to us about Memorial Day, and you and Bill Graham, and I won't begin naming names, but there's so many people who are involved with the Veterans and Patriots Coalition, and it's just an outstanding organization, and I thank you so very much for helping our veterans out.
Yeah, I want to say also that the Veterans and Patriots Coalition, even though it sounds like you have to be a veteran, you don't have to be a veteran.
You don't have to be a veteran
to
be a part of the...
It's open to the public, and as Bill Graham says, you have to have a patriotic heart and willingness to serve.
What better way?
So if it's something, if you're looking for something to do, we meet the fourth Thursday of each month at the Veterans Service Office on Ash Street at 6 p.m.
All right. That's the old Nash Printing Company building there.
That's right.
All right, and that's easy enough to find. There's plenty of parking, and you can see the email address on the screen there, so email Brian and ask questions and get information and become a part of the Veterans and Patriots Coalition here in Wayne County. Thank you so much for being with us today, buddy.
Thank you, Wayne, for everything you do.
Thank you, sir. And we're back on Wayne Goldsboro Television. Thank you for being with us and sticking with us here. They're sticking with us, right?
They're sticking with us.
All right, I'm glad you're sticking with us here. All right. Thank you.
May 30th is your opportunity to cruise the noose.
Do what?
Cruise the noose.
Cruise the canoes.
Well, that too.
Okay.
Oh, Goldsboro Parks and Recreation has organized a Cruise the Noose. They've done this for several years now.
This is fun.
You can use a canoe or kayak, and it's a trip down the Noose River, a guided tour. It costs $15. This will include a T-shirt, a place on a boat to ride and pedal,
That's good.
and lunch.
So you don't
Not
have
pedal,
to.
paddle.
You don't have to.
You're not going to be pedaling.
You're not going to be outside the boat
paddling.
pushing, huh?
No.
Oh, okay.
This is down the Noose.
Paddling.
May 30th of this year. Give them a call at Goldsboro Parks and Recreation. Get registered. Last year, if I'm not mistaken, I think they had about 60 or 65 canoes and kayaks.
Wow.
All going down the Noose.
I wonder if you can take your own canoes.
I do believe you can, but you still need to register with the people at Parks and Recs that are organizing this because they're going to supply you with a lunch.
Oh.
And they're like it's a guided tour sort of down
so
the
they need to know how many's coming.
Yes, they do.
All right.
Yes,
so
they do.
you can use your own
That's
canoe
the 30th, right around the corner.
or kayak. So there you go.
That's right.
That's right. Well, let's see what all we have here. Oh, birthdays. Today is the 20th.
Today is the 19th.
19th, I beg your pardon. See, I can't keep up anymore. It's just moving so fast. First, by the time I get finished, it'll be the 20th, okay?
Yes.
All right, today's the 19th. Guess who's having a birthday today?
Who?
No, not him.
Not the who?
No. Stephen Ford.
And who is
He's
that?
the former first son of the President of the United States,
There you go.
Mr. Gerald Ford. President Ford's son, Stephen, actually became a very talented actor.
Really?
He was on The Young and the Restless for a long time.
Huh.
And played Andy Richards on Y&R, and he's done many other things, but he's very good, and he's still acting.
Excellent. What age is he?
He's 59 today. Sean Whalen is a character actor. He was Carl Ferret on The Bold and the Beautiful some years ago. He's 51 today. Molly Flanagan played Connie on Shameless. She's done many Grey's Anatomies, but in different characters each time. She's very talented. She's 50 today. Kyle Eastwood Kyle.
Right, that'd be Clint Eastwood's
That
son.
you think? Yes, it is. Kyle's been around since, yeah, gosh, I guess since he was about 12 years old. He's been acting in his dad's movies. He was in Honky Tonk Man, Gran Torino, $1 Million Baby, and a whole bunch of others. But he too is very talented as an actor. Nice looking guy too, good looking guy. He's 47 today. Drew Fuller is 35 today. Drew Fuller played Chris Halliwell on Charmed, played Trevor LeBlanc on Army Wives, and he's 35. And Eric Lloyd is just getting started. He's only 29 years old.
Yes, baby.
But you got to start at some age,
Yeah,
right?
you do.
Usually you start around 1.
Yeah.
Usually.
That's usually when it
That's
starts.
right. Anyway, he played Little John Warner on the TV show Jesse, whatever that is.
All right.
All right.
Well, I was really excited to see this little pamphlet that DGDC, or Downtown Goldsboro Development Corporation, has put together for us. It's really quite interesting now. However, I need glasses to see the print. But on one side of this card, it has all the downtown restaurants and eateries
Wow.
with what they offer, what their hours are, their location, and phone number.
Well, how
And then on
about
the
that?
other side is a listing of all the different activities happening downtown,
Well, how
where
about
they're
that?
happening, what time they're happening. Isn't that something?
Isn't
it's
that
mighty
special?
nifty.
That is.
And I was looking over the downtown eats side, the red side, and listen to just a few of these names of the restaurants that are downtown.
Okay.
Aggie's Steak and Subs.
Oh, yeah.
They're on Ash Street.
George and Ash, yeah.
B&G Grill.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, that's been around a long
yeah,
time.
Yeah, Ash Street.
China Taste
Oh. Oh, yeah.
on George Street.
On George.
Ed's.
Ed's on
Ooh, I
North
do
Center
love it.
Street, near the corner there.
JoJo's Tea and
Oh,
Bistro.
yeah, Mulberry. Love JoJo.
Hall and Hog. One of your
Oh,
favorites.
yeah, I love Hall and Hog. John Kearney doing a great job out
That's
there.
right.
Yeah, man.
Pastime Billiard and Parlor. They serve food
Oh,
too.
they do on South Center Street.
Rail House 1842.
Really?
Which is right beside the Laughing Owl. It's got a new owner.
Oh, really? Okay.
Thai Gardens.
Ty, who?
Garden.
Ty Garden. I remember him.
The-
Halfback for the Rams.
Okay. The Laughing Owl. Are you an owl?
No.
Okay. The Flying Shamrock.
Ah,
The Gladstone. How you gonna like that one out? The Gladstone, which is inside Uniquely Ours, and it's in the back, and they serve pastries and coffees and cakes and all kinds of
really?
goodies.
That's inside uniquely.
It sure is. It's in the very back, and it's gorgeous back there.
Oh.
I know my daughter and son-in-law had engagement pictures made in that back room.
Really?
They were fabulous. It is beautiful back there.
It's engaging.
Yeah, the Ice Storm,
Ice Storm.
Toreros,
Toreros.
and then how you say that one?
Zanubian.
7 Tea House. There you go.
Zanubian 7.
Yeah, there
Tea
you
House.
go.
All right.
All these are all restaurants downtown, and
that's
more are coming, and more have opened up recently since that card's been printed.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, we'll talk more about this tomorrow. How
Yes,
about
we
that?
will.
Let's come on back in here tomorrow. We'll talk about more about some of the eats around the Wayne County area and downtown Goldsboro, okay? So until tomorrow here on Wayne Goldsboro Television, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best, and this is what's happening in your community.